Stoicism is a school of thought that teaches us how to live a good and happy life by focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot. Stoics believe that we should act virtuously, have self-control, and accept hardship. They also have some insights on how to deal with trust issues, or in a professional or political setting. The liar. This one is obvious, but it's worth repeating. A liar is someone who does not tell the truth, either to deceive you or to avoid consequences. A liar can cause you a lot of trouble, because you never know what their real intentions are. They might lie to you about their feelings, their actions, their past, or their future. They might lie to you for their own benefit, or to harm you or someone else. A liar is not trustworthy, because they do not respect you or themselves. The Stoics would advise us to trust people that have not given us any indication that they shouldn't be trusted. But if someone lies to us, we should limit the amount of damage they can do if they break our trust again. We should also not be surprised by their future untrustworthy behavior because we have no control over them. We should only focus on being honest ourselves and not let their lies affect our well-being. An example of a liar is someone who cheats on their partner and then denies it when confronted. Another example is someone who promises to do something for you and then fails to deliver. The flatterer. A flatterer is someone who praises you excessively or insincerely, either to manipulate you or to get something from you. A flatterer can make you feel good about yourself, but they can also make you lose your sense of reality and your self-esteem. A flatterer does not care about your true worth, but only about your usefulness. The Stoics would advise us to be wary of flattery, because it can cloud our judgment and make us complacent. We should not let flattery affect our emotions or our actions. We should only value the praise that comes from honest and wise people, and even then, we should not let it go to our head. We should also be careful not to flatter others for the wrong reasons. An example of a flatterer is someone who compliments you on your appearance or your skills, but only wants to get something from you, such as money or favors. Another example is someone who agrees with everything you say, but does not really respect your opinions. The complainer. A complainer is someone who constantly expresses dissatisfaction or unhappiness about something, either to vent their emotions or to get sympathy from others. A complainer can make you feel empathetic or helpful, but they can also make you feel annoyed or depressed. A complainer does not care about solving their problems or improving their situation, but only about getting attention. The Stoics would advise us to avoid complaining and listening to complaints, for, because it can make us unhappy and ungrateful for what we have. Complaining can also make us weak and passive, instead of strong and active. We should only focus on what we can do to change our circumstances for the better, and accept what we cannot change with equanimity. We should also be careful not to encourage or enable complainers. An example of a complainer is someone who always whines about their job or their health, but does nothing to change them. Another example is someone who always blames others or external factors for their failures or misfortunes. The betrayer. A betrayer is someone who breaks a promise or a loyalty to someone, either to gain an advantage or to avoid a disadvantage. A betrayer can make you feel shocked or hurt, but they can also make you feel betrayed or angry. A betrayer does not care about the trust or the bond that they have with you or others, but only about their own interests. The Stoics would advise us to trust ourselves first and foremost, because we are the only ones who can never betray ourselves. We should also be careful not to trust others blindly or excessively, because we have no control over them. We should only trust those who have proven themselves to be trustworthy over time. If someone betrays us, We should not let it change who we are or how we feel. We should only learn from it and move on. An example of a betrayer is someone who reveals your secrets or your plans to someone else without your permission. Another example is someone who abandons you or turns against you when you need them the most. The hypocrite. A hypocrite is someone who says one thing but does another, either to deceive others or to justify themselves. A hypocrite can make you feel confused or fooled, but they can also make you feel disgusted or outraged. A hypocrite does not care about the consistency or the integrity of their words and actions, but only about their own image or benefit. An example of a hypocrite is someone who preaches morality or virtue, but acts immorally or viciously. Another example is someone who claims to be your friend or ally, but acts selfishly or hostilely. The parasite. A parasite is someone who lives off the resources or the efforts of others, either to avoid work or responsibility, or to enjoy a better life. A parasite can make you feel generous or useful, but they can also make you feel exploited or drained. A parasite does not care about contributing anything of value to you or others, but only about taking what they can get.